Welcome to the next room. Yeah. Welcome to the next room. From the field on my way to the next room. Welcome to the next room.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back to the next row. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back on the next row. Me, your host, Vernon Davis. And today we have another amazing guest. This guy is hilarious. I mean, you've seen him everywhere. We know who he is, but today he's my guest. Welcome, Malik S.
What's up,
Malik,
man?
what's going on, baby?
What's going on, bro? Finally, we made it.
Hey, man, you made it, man. I appreciate you. I know we scheduled 12 noon.
Yeah.
But we got the time zones.
We got the zones messed up, but we here. I'm up.
Here.
If you're a grown man, you should be up at 9 o'clock regardless, no matter what part of the country you in. No grown man should sleep past 9.
Malik, don't say that to me, bro, because I get up at 10, bro. Don't do me like that,
Nah,
bro.
man, you better be going to sleep at 4.
Malik, don't do me like that, man. I spent 20 years, man, getting up at 7 a.m., man. I can't do it no more. I can't
you
do
might
it.
get it, man.
I can't do it. I be up eating peanut butter and jellies and eating my chocolate chip cookies with the milk, man. I got better, man. I got to do better.
Yeah, you'll get back in. You just enjoy retirement for a little while. You'll get bored.
Yeah. No, I appreciate you, man. Now we got to hustle and bustle. Malik, I know you're a busy man, so let me just get this going. I got to ask you a question.
What
was some where you realize this is it? I'm Malik S. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I want to do for the rest of my life. When did you notice that?
When I was teaching school while I was doing comedy. I was teaching middle school, high school, and then I took a leave. And then on the last day of my leave after the summer, they was like, "So you coming back or what?" That's when I decided. I was like, "Nah, I'm not coming back." So that's when I was like, "Well, I'm all in now. This got to work." You know what I mean? So at that point, I had to make it work because I left my good paying job, health care, all that. So I had to make it work. So that's when I knew this was it. But I still got my college degree, though. All else failed. I'll be back in that classroom.
So you said you left health care as well?
Well, what I'm saying is I was teaching high school. I had health care. I had benefits, and I left all that to pursue my comedy. So I left the security blanket of having a, regular 9-to-5 job with health care and vacation time and all that to pursue this. So that's when I knew.
What if your tooth fell out or something like that and you needed to get it fixed? Like, how was you going to pay for that?
I was young. I was young then, so my tooth was strong. I was very young, so I was in great health. I didn't make that decision now. I wouldn't have done it now. I was like 24 years old. So I was good. There ain't nothing going wrong with you at 24. Your 24 is different from my 24. I wasn't getting hit.
Man, I'm big with that healthcare, man. Sometimes I even pay out of pocket, Malik. I got this doctor down the street I go to. I go see him every 2 weeks, man. I don't know, man. Maybe it's a thing that was going on when I was playing football. If we had a cut on our finger, we had to go see the doctor because of staph infection. We had to make sure we were always, up to par, and we could go into this facility and be able to go out in the practice field. So they wanted nothing wrong with us. So I had to see him all the time. So I just kind of, I got this clock going off in my head, man. When I just going to the doctor is very important to me. So
as soon as something go wrong, you at the doctor. I'm kind of like that too a little bit. Not it's bad, but yeah. I'm like, hey, I got the health insurance. Why not?
Yeah, you're right. Right. Something it's ridiculous. I can have a cramp in my foot and I'm going to the doctor.
Cause you still playing.
Yeah, I feel like I'm still playing a little bit in my mind. I'm like, I'm about to go into the facility, man.
Yeah, nah, you could. You ain't got to go. Ain't nobody ain't checking for you.
I know, man. I know. But Malik, who was your biggest influence growing up?
As far as what, just life or what, comedy? Just
and stand up. Like as far as your career, your career path, everything.
Well, my biggest influences are the people I'm closest to in comedy, which is D.L. Hughley and Cedric the Entertainer. Those are my two biggest influence and two biggest people that made an influence in my careers. Not only are they influenced, but they made an influence because these are guys that I know personally, and they've been very instrumental in where I'm at right now. So yeah, those guys are a very big part of my story.
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's because you always gotta have. I knew it was always that. I knew you had at least some person that that influenced you in some kind of way. Yeah, that's amazing though. I was with a guy the other day, and his name's Bruce Perry. I ran into him at the Maryland game, and we were talking, in some kind of way. I know Bruce Perry kind of like looked at my career and was like, man, this guy did an amazing job. He did something that I probably that I didn't do that I wanted to do as far as the tenure of my career.
Right.
And, but when I was coming into college, he was that guy that I looked up to. And I told him, I said, look, no matter what, you always got seniority, my brother. Like, I looked up to
Right.
you. You're that guy. Inside my mind and my heart, you that guy. I'm always going to look up to you. Even though I
Right.
went on to do some things that you didn't do, you're still that guy.
Right. Yeah. I mean, we all you need that. Everybody get influenced by somebody, even if that person's not even in your field. You know what I mean? So we all need something. Sometimes I even look at Bob Marley, who's not a comedian, but I look at his life and the impact that he had, and he was only 36 when he died. To do what he did at 36, and this is pre-internet, nothing. So that was just pure talent, and he touched people, and he inspired that many people worldwide to be that famous with no internet back then. So at 36. So sometimes my inspirations come from different arenas. It's not necessarily always comedy.
No, I got you. And
Yeah.
what was your I know as far as comedy, there's a lot that can go on. Like, a lot of people don't understand. Like, of course, they see you having success and things like that. You build a name for yourself, et cetera. But there were moments where it didn't go as if the way you expected it to go. What was that moment for you?
I mean, that moment, honestly, that's crazy because I was just having this conversation yesterday. That moment is almost every day because, to your point, people look at you and they like, and I'm sure even you went through this. People look at you and like, oh man, this and that, but you always think ahead. You always want more, and you always feel like, you know what I mean? So I'm never content with where I'm at. I'm always like, all right, I need to do this. I got to do that. I got to do that. I'm grateful and I'm blessed for where I'm at, but I'm not content. I'm always looking like, all right, I got the next thing is to do this and do this. I did that. The next thing is to do that. I always like have 3, 4 things that I'm looking forward to doing. So I'm never like, I'm sure even with you, with athletes, you may win one bowl. You're like, okay, well, I want to win another bowl. Well, I want to get to the Hall of Fame. Well, I want to be the all-time leader in this. There's always things you want to accomplish.
Yeah, no, it's always things. No, you're right. I think someone just came on. Who is that? There's somebody on a.
Somebody hacking.
Who is this on my podcast?
That's Tegan. What?
Tegan.
Tegan. What?
Who's Tegan?
The
Hold up,
publicist.
man. Let me see something, man.
Yo.
This is comedy right here. We're going to keep this on. We're going to run this on here because this is comedy right here.
We getting hacked by Iran.
Hey, Deshaun, we got somebody on our podcast, man, interrupting our show. It's somebody named Tegan on the platform. Oh, Malik, that's your manager.
That's just publicist.
That's your publicist.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I didn't know who Tegan was. I was like, who's Tegan? Oh, that's Malik's publicist. Okay, she good.
We getting hacked.
Tegan, nice to meet you.
Oh,
okay. All right. Thank you. Oh, I didn't know, Malik. I didn't even know it was your publicist. Okay, I forgot.
Yeah,
man,
I see the name.
All these celebrities, man, that I meet, man, we all got even myself, man, we all got people, man, that's with us, We got people that's with us.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, I just, like, to go back to what I was saying, though, like, you said every day those moments happen for you, right?
Yeah, every day, man. I mean, like right now, for example, like we was just doing The Neighborhood on CBS. We did 8 seasons. We just wrapped 2 weeks ago. So now it's like, okay, what's next? Like I'm not done. You know what I'm saying? I still got a whole lot of life to live. I still got bills to pay. So I'm not done. So now, okay, the next thing is I was on the show, writing on the show, acting on the show. So the next thing is create my own show and be the star of the show. There's always something that I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, always something you're looking forward to. That's I mean, that gives me joy, man. Like when I wake up in the morning, like I get joy from being able to look forward to something because I know something's coming. So it just gives me that drive to just like keep going for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Yeah. If you ain't even looking forward to nothing, it's kind of like, wow, like now what? You know what I'm saying? So
but to go back, Malik, there's I mean, anything you do, there's always fear associated with what you do. How did you find the confidence to stand on stage in front of thousands of people?
It was like It was a deal me and my best friend made. The
Mhm.
first comedy show I ever saw was the Kings of Comedy. We went to go
Mm,
see the Kings of Comedy. We were young. I think I was like 21 years old or something like that.
mhm.
We didn't even have no tickets. We just went down there. We're trying to see the women, trying to see the girls, and we got some tickets from a scalper. And we got in and we watched. And at that time, like I said, I'm 21. So Steve Harvey was closing it. He was headlining. And because we were so young and immature, Steve material was a little too mature for us. So we kind of stopped listening. So we started talking to each other. And he was like, man, I'm going to join the military. I was like, what? Like, where we from? Nobody joined the military from the hood. He's like, well, man, we're not really doing nothing with our lives like that. So I'm going to join the military. I said, all right, well, man, you know what? If you join, and he was like, I think you could do this. You funny, man. You always been funny. I was like, what, dude? He's like, yeah. Like, man, get out of here. He's like, I'm serious, man. I was like, yeah, all right. Well, if you serious about the military, if you join the military, I'm a try comedy. He joined the military. So I had to
Wow.
keep my word. So I kept
Okay.
my word. He just retired like 3 years ago, full pension from the military. He did 23 years in the military. So, man, I had to do comedy. And that's kind of how it happened, you know? And
Nah,
then
that's all
fast forward later, I'm working with DL and Cedric. So it's just kind of like, the universe will line it up for you if you really want to do it.
if you really wanna do it. Look, you couldn't have said it. See, that's what I tell everyone. I say, "Look, man, if your heart is in it and you're on the right frequency, if you wanna do
Yeah.
whatever you wanna do, and if it's meant to be, it's going to happen. Doesn't matter. Can't
Yeah,
nobody
it
shut
does.
that.
Can't
You
nobody
know what
stop
I'm
it,
saying?
man.
Especially if you keep God in mind and you understand that God does everything. Like,
Yeah.
he's the high power. So if it's what you wanna do, just be aligned, man, with the way life is supposed to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you put that work in, man, and you like to your point, you put that work in, you believe, it's gonna line up. I mean, sometimes it don't line up exactly as you imagine, but it's gonna line up.
It's gonna line up. That's right, that's
Yeah.
right. And what's in it's talking about lining things up. What's harder, going viral or making people laugh on stage?
Uh, I think for me personally, I think going viral is harder because I ain't really got no control of that. Yeah, I ain't got no control. You just put the content out and it do what
Mhm.
it do. You don't really have no control, especially if you're not like a known identity, like a known celebrity like that. If you still up and coming, yeah, I think that may be a little harder because I don't have no control. If you're a big celebrity, like whatever Will Smith may put out, people gonna look at it regardless. He could be sneezing and it's gonna be like, oh, Will sneezed. You know what I mean? So, but making people laugh, I have full control of that. I'm on stage and the audience is in front of me and I can control that. I can't
Mhm.
control what the algorithm gonna do.
Mhm. Mhm. No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you ever test your jokes? Or do you go, like, online testing your jokes
Nah.
for people to see
The
that?
the test is at the show. The test is at the
Mm.
show, man. The thing about
Okay.
comedy and boxing are the same. You can't play boxing, you can't play comedy. You know what I'm saying? It's live, it's real. You know what I mean? So yeah, you can't really. I mean, the test in comedy is like open mic, but it's
Mhm.
still a real show. It's still real people. You know what I mean? It's still real people. It's not like fake. So I don't really test jokes. I just kind of believe in it and I just throw it out there and see what happens.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So you kinda just have faith and believe in the material that you created, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the first thing is if I find it funny. Now, there's jokes that I don't find as funny as other people find funny. And that's the thing about being a comedian. Most of the time, the joke that we feel like, oh, boy, this gonna kill. And it does well, but it don't kill like you thought it was gonna kill. And the one that you like, I'm gonna just throw this in there. Boom, you like, this what y'all like? I like this like a little throwaway. I'm just kind of like, stop, you know what I mean? So you really have no control over it. People like what they like and they resonate with what they resonate with. So I just kind of go out there and just tell my truth from how I see things or whatever I may experience or my view on something and I just share it. That's pretty much like, I don't try to really make up any jokes.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And what's the for a lot of people out there who don't understand and who don't know, um, how do you come up with a joke? What's the process of that?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like whatever is happening in my life, or if I sit back and I think of something that happened, or if I'm watching something, if I'm watching a situation and then my perspective on it, I'm like, okay, this could be interesting. So for me, first and foremost, is it interesting? If it's interesting, then I can make it funny. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
is it thought provoking? Then I can make it funny. Is it saying something? Then I can make it funny. But so that's why I kind of like where I'm at now in my career is where I want to tell the truth and make it funny, not just make a joke. You know what I mean? Like whatever I say, there's truth behind it. It may be funny, but there's some truth from it. It doesn't just come out of the sky or I'm just completely making it up. It's usually how I truly feel. Or I feel like that a little bit. You know what I mean? There's whatever joke I do, there's some truth to it. And I think those are the funniest jokes because people can resonate with it. People are like, oh, I feel like that. Oh, I think like that. Oh, I look at it that way too. Or I've been through that. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Mhm. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. So you can make it sounds like you can make a joke out of anything, pretty much.
Yeah, if I've lived it or if I've saw it, you know what I'm saying? It's hard for me to make a football joke. I never played professional football, but if I was around you enough, then I could get some jokes. I could be like, my boy, and I could tell your story, which is still would be true, not me just making it up.
Right,
You know what I'm
right, right.
saying?
That makes sense. Yeah, that makes a lot of
Yeah,
sense. Yeah.
yeah.
How do you deal with trolls or negative comments?
Block
Mm.
is don't even give him no energy. Block. Every now and then you be like, you know what? I got a little time today. I'm gonna have some fun. But for the most part, just block. It's like because half of it is not even a real person. Most of it is sometimes is a bot or it's just somebody that they don't like you regardless. It wasn't nothing you gonna do for this person to like you. So it's kind of like, why am I gonna argue with somebody that's I don't know that don't like me? What's the point of this? I'm not gonna change their mind. So why am I gonna go back and forth with you? And you following me? I'm not even following you.
Mhm. Mhm.
So
No.
why would I give you the energy?
Yeah, so don't even pay 'em any attention.
Just block. 'Cause that's what they want
Right.
you to see. They want to know that you saw their comment and that
Mhm.
kind of like they got under your skin. Nah, bro. You not gonna get none of that. You know what I'm saying? Matter of
Yeah.
fact, since you hate me so much, let me help you out. Now you ain't gotta see me. Problem solved.
Mm.
Problem solved. You don't like me, you think I'm trash. Okay, cool. You ain't even gotta see me no more though. See? Easy. Easy fix. That block button is amazing.
Okay, yeah, I need to
Yeah.
get better at the block button because I mean, sometimes I can't even find the block button. It's just
Yeah, block them, man. It's much because when you kind of sometimes when you respond to them, that's what they wanted. Now
yeah,
you
my heart
validated them.
big, Malik, my heart's so big, man. I can't even hit that block button. Sometimes I go to tap that block button and my hand just like gets stuck or something like that. I can't even.
Man, I block quick because you know sometimes, especially as a comedian, you want to fire back off, but it's like, why am I even giving you that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you a little dog barking up a big tree, dog. I'm a big tree. I can't see you. So block. You don't exist.
Nah, that makes sense. Do your friends or family ever get mad about being in your jokes?
Nah, I'm not because I'm not a malicious person like that. Though. And the only person that I have family wise, I talk about my dad who's passed. I talk about my brother. I have a gay brother, and I talk about my kids, but nothing like where I'm degrading them. You know what I'm saying? So it's never like nothing to where they would be upset, especially my kids. They can't get upset because this is how y'all live. You like that
Mhm.
car you drive, right? Okay then. So yeah, this is your car note. That joke is your car note. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah,
my
because I
kids
know a
are
lot of
cool.
times. Yeah, I know a lot of times people can just feel a certain way and become offensive because the joke is on them, kind of sense. But it's not even like your intentions aren't to like hurt anyone, it's to make them laugh. They're just
Yeah,
laughing.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna put my family's business out there like that. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm gonna do something super personal, I would at least reach. Because I remember I have a gay brother, and I was on Def Comedy Jam, and when I had been doing the joke, period. But when I was gonna do the joke on TV, I called him and I was like, "Hey, I got this joke about you that I'm gonna do on Def Jam. Are you cool with it?" And he was like, "Yeah, go ahead." I had been doing the joke in live shows, but when it was gonna go out to the world, I was like, I probably should call him, and you know what I'm saying? I don't want him to see it on TV for the first time.
Mm,
So he was cool with it. You know what? It's just whatever's happening, man. Like I have no control over what I'm gonna find or what I'm gonna gravitate to. Sometimes I do decide, like, okay, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about this, like this new special I'm working on right now. It is certain topics that I like purposely want to talk about. So sometimes those jokes are harder to come because because now I'm actually trying to create the joke instead of just letting kind of like the situation or the experience or the idea come to me. I'm purposely targeting it. So it's a little harder, but you find the funny in everything. Yeah, I mean, just anything that captures my attention, then I'm like, okay, I could talk about this. You know what I'm saying? Anything funny that happens may not be funny to the regular civilian, but to me, I'm just like, okay, I see the humor in this. Like comedians, because we're dark people, man. We're very dark people. Like we could find the humor in anything, man. And sometimes, because that's the thing, people don't realize. Comedy is dark. Comedy is tragedy. All we do is laugh at other people's pain. Like being amazing and being successful and being like nothing's wrong, ain't nothing funny in that. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about every time you laugh, like at practice, what happened? Somebody failed, somebody dropped the ball, somebody threw up. You ain't never laughed when somebody made a diving touchdown catch and it was amazing. You were happy, you celebrated, but you didn't laugh. You laugh when somebody's helmet came up, they got their head knocked off and they was woozy and they ain't remember where they was. You laughing. Because we laugh at other people's pain. We laugh at tragedy. People don't realize that. Like, that's why people get mad when the joke is on them. Because the joke is always on somebody. Sometimes we just don't know the person. Sometimes the person not in the room. You know what I'm saying? Every joke has a victim.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. And what's the biggest mistake young creators make today?
You know what, man? I don't even know, because these kids, like, it's weird, man. We live in a time now. Me and you a little older. Remember you used to shame people? You can't shame people no more. So now I don't know what's a mistake. Because you can't. I guess the only mistake I would say is these young creators, I would say, they make some of them make so much money so fast, and they probably think it's going to last forever. And you know that from playing ball. You making so much money so fast, you're like, bro, you're not going to play football for 30 years, right? And I think that's the same thing with the young creators. The money comes so fast, so quick, and they don't realize, you hot now, it's going to be somebody else hot soon, and the brands is going to move on to them. So I think that would be the mistake I think these young kids make, because they didn't have to wait to get money. These kids be like 22, 23 years old with $2-3 million in the bank. How you going to tell them anything? You can't tell them nothing.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, to think about. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Like, you played ball, you played a long time. You was blessed. But I'm sure you came in with a lot of people that was in and out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 2 years, they gone.
Yep. The average career, 2-3 years.
Yeah. So, but when you getting those big checks, you like, oh, boy, I'm about to ball out. And then you like, bruh, it may not last that long. Because if you play 10 years in the league, that's a lifetime, right?
Yeah, that's a lifetime. Yeah, 10 years.
Yeah.
If you lucky, if you blessed to be play that long.
Yeah, that's a long time, man.
This is Vernon Davis, and going online without ExpressVPN is like not closing the door when you use the bathroom. Even if you think you have nothing to hide, why give random creeps a chance to invade your privacy? ExpressVPN reroutes 100% of your traffic through secure encrypted service, so your ISP can't see your browsing history. It hides your IP address, making it extremely difficult for third parties to track your online activity. And guess what? It's at the lowest price ever. Plans start at just $3.49 a month. That's only 12 cents a day. So what are you waiting for? It's so easy to use. Fire up the app and click one button to get protected. There's no way I'm getting on the internet without using ExpressVPN. Secure your online data today by visiting expressvpn.com/nextroll. That's expressvpn.com/nextroll to find out how you can get up to 4 extra months. Just go to expressvpn.com/nextroll. Yeah, and you spoke about brand. How important is it when building your brand to have ownership in it? Like, a lot of people don't have ownership in their brand. Other people come in and take that ownership, and you just sit kind of like them in the back seat, just watching it all. But how important is that?
I mean, to own your brand is freedom. You know what I'm saying? You want the freedom to be able to be your authentic self. But what happens is, just like anything else, once you get involved with a corporation, then you represent that corporation. So you want to align yourself with a corporation that kind of, represents you. Like me, I don't drink or smoke, so it would be weird for me to do something with a liquor company or cigarette company because that's not my brand. That's not who I am. So I don't know if I would want to do something like that. I would like to attach myself to brands that represent my values and who I am, so I don't have to switch up and be something different for the brand. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I think being your true self, just like we said earlier with the universe, it'll land you where you're supposed to be with your true authentic self. You know what I'm saying? We live in a world now, I feel like everybody got their small little bubble, their small little cult following. You know what I'm saying? Like I think the days of superstars may be coming to an end because we so divided. There's so many
Mhm.
little pockets of entertainment, pockets of this, pockets of that. Or back in the like, I don't know if we'll see another Denzel, another Brad Pitt. Because movies come out and it be a hit, and you talk to 12 people, they're like, I ain't never heard of that movie. But the
Mhm.
movie was successful. You know what I'm saying? So back in the day, we all seen Terminator. You know what I'm saying? Everybody saw Terminator when it came out. But now things are kind of different. Now you got, back in the day, we all knew Jay-Z and DMX and Tupac. Now it's all these little rappers, they be on private jets. I don't know who the hell they are.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
they successful though.
Yeah, yeah, everybody's doing something. It's like the world of social media gave everyone a platform.
Yeah. So I think you find your pocket, you find your tribe, and you just rock that. You know what I'm saying? You rock out with that, and you could be successful doing that. You find your tribe, you good, man. I don't know the days of just universal celebrity. Maybe some musicians would be able to still do that. Like you got the Bad Bunnies, that's kind of like a universal worldwide star. But for the most part, it seems like we're gonna start breaking off, just to pockets of, whatever, this is these people, this 400, this 10 million people rock with Vernon Davis. And that's it. But I mean, hey, 10 million people rock with you. That's all you need. At 10 million
Mhm.
fans, you got a great career, whatever that may be. You could be selling books, whatever you selling. If you got 10 million people that rock with you, you great.
Yeah, and so 10 million people that rock with you is great. No, no, that you know what? That makes a lot of sense. You don't need the world to be behind you. If you got 10 million people, then that's more than enough.
That's more than enough people. You can cover the whole. You definitely can cover the whole United States. You could cover
Mhm.
some of the world with 10 million people. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
that's a
saying?
lot.
Think about it. If you sold a book and 10 million people bought it, whatever you're selling, if 10 million people bought it, you good.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm
You're
saying?
right.
If that product was $1 and you sold it 10 million times, you okay.
Yeah, no, that that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
You spoke about like being being passionate, being committed to whatever it is that you're doing. Like you saying, like if I do this, if I don't smoke cigars, I'm not gonna be a part of cigars. But what if, maybe a company that sell pork chops, they come and be like, hey, you don't eat pork chops, but I give you $500,000 a year to
Yeah.
advertise pork chops. How you gonna handle that, man?
Hey, well, I might have to eat pork chops. I don't know. Now, I'm not going to smoke, but I might have to eat a little pork chop. I at least eat it in a commercial. I eat it in a commercial. I mean, yeah, that's, you know what I mean?
You be sitting up there on the
hey,
package like this. I also,
hey, hey, man, my grandma ate pork chops. She,
hey,
she lived a long time.
these the best pork chops I ever had in my life.
They the only pork chops, but they the best pork chops. You know what I mean? Nah, but I mean, not trying to be that guy, but at a certain point, as a father, if it's not really compromising my true core morals as a father, as somebody who want to make sure my kids and my grandkids are good, it's certain things that I'll be like, you know what? I eat the pork chop for the right amount because it's not even about me. This is about my kids and my kids' kids. You know what I'm saying? And on my tombstone, it better put like Grandpa ate pork chops for us to live this life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. But if it's not
Oh,
like I said, if it's something like that for the right amount, like you know what, man, I know a lot of people eat pork chops for nothing.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, that
So
that makes a lot of sense. Hey, if you could give one piece of financial advice to young entertainers, what would that be?
save, save, save. This is what I was told. If you can't save 2 years worth of bills, you know what I'm saying? Save 2 years worth of bills. At least now you got 2 years to find your next thing, to get your hustle on, make a little money here and there within those 2 years, but save 2 years worth of just bill money so when things stop, you ain't gotta move. At least not in two. At least you got 2 years before you have to move. Your car ain't got to get repo. You got 2 years to figure that out. Your light's gonna be on for 2 years. I would say save 2 years worth of bill money. Whatever you're doing, whatever your life. If you need 30 a month, save 30 times 24.
That's
You
that's
know?
that's po- that's very positive. Would you
Yeah.
rather headline a sold out? Let me ask you this question: would you rather headline a sold out comedy tour or star in a hit TV show?
I would rather star in a hit TV because you know what? It's gonna give me that sold out comedy tour. That's why us comedians, that's why we do TV and movies, so we can sell out tours. The TV and
Mhm.
the movies is a commercial, is a branding for you to come see me live. It's our album. Musicians got an album. You hear the album, then you go see them live. Oh, give me the TV show, I'm gonna get the sell out tour.
Okay,
You
that
know what I'm
makes a lot of
saying? Yeah.
yeah. Get it? I get you. Give me the TV show. Okay, it's kind of like promoting advertising for yourself in a sense.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it is. It's like when you do a comedy special, it ain't nothing but an advertisement. Come see me live. You saw my album, you saw my special, come see me live. You heard such and such album, you heard Lauryn Hill's album, now you want to go see her live. You know,
Mm,
without Miseducation Lauryn Hill or the Fugees, we wouldn't go see Lauryn Hill live. You
that
know what I'm
makes a lot of sense.
saying? Yeah.
Yeah. And speaking of Lauryn Hill, what actor comedian would you want to collaborate with?
Man, I'm open to whoever, but I mean, I've worked with my two big influences, so that I got that done.
Okay.
I would like to do something with, you mean on screen?
Yeah, on screen.
I would like to do something with Kevin Hart.
Okay.
I'd like to do something with, let me see, Jamie Foxx.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I speak that I put that into the universe, me, Jamie Foxx, and Kevin Hart in a movie.
Oh,
So,
that'd be dope. That'd be dope.
what
That'd be dope.
what we gonna see that soon because I just threw it out there and the universe heard me. So we said it on Vernon Davis podcast, and so we'll circle back and be like, "Yep, they go to clip."
What's your dream role in film or television?
You know what? I would just like to play action comedy would be dope. I think every comedian want to do an action comedy. You know what I'm saying? I would like to play like a undercover cop, like a funny undercover, like a Beverly Hills Cop type situation. That would be a dream role to be like a
Mm,
Axel Foley type situation. That would be pretty
mhm.
dope. That would be pretty
Oh,
dope.
that would. That'd be dope. That would.
Yeah.
If you could roast any athlete, who would that be,
Ooh, if I could roast any athlete, who would it
and why?
be? Probably, uh, probably Jordan. Probably Jordan. Just because Jordan is so like a mystery, you know what I'm saying? He's such a iconic thing. It would be good to like just roast him and bring him down to like regular life. You know what I'm saying? And see him break. Cause Jordan's gonna try to be hard. And just to see him break eventually, I'm gonna get you to laugh. So that would be pretty cool to get Jordan, because Jordan's like the serious dude, you know what I'm saying? Like he's the most serious athlete. Like, everybody usually be joking and laughing, like you and Brady and Magic Johnson. But Jordan is always like, like I'm Jordan. So I like the roast Jordan, even though I performed for Jordan twice already, though.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah, I performed for him twice. Yeah, but did private dinners for him 2 times. His wife was like, she's a big fan.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. And who would be it, maybe you don't know, or maybe you do, but who would be considered as one of the funniest athletes in the league right now? Basketball or football?
Know about in the league, but I know retired. I think Ocho's funny as hell. Ocho's funny, Ocho's funny. I think Shannon is funny in his own right. Um, in the league right now, let me see. In the league right now, who's funny? I don't know. Who's funny? Keon Coleman's pretty funny. Buffalo
Okay.
receiver, he's pretty funny. He got a little personality to him. He's pretty funny. Uh, yeah, that's all I could think of off the top. I'm pretty sure there's some more guys though, but he
Yeah,
he
but
he
see a
has a
lot
lot of.
the biggest problem that I see is a lot of athletes who are funny, they don't it's hard to really say because they don't come out their shell, you know what I mean, until, like, maybe football's over. It's hard to really
Right,
be funny characters. When you, like, walk in that locker room, you're, like, militant, you know what I mean?
right,
If you're elite, you can't really show your funny side because you want people to take you serious, so it's hard
right.
for some guys, you know what I mean? So
Yeah, I think it could be a healthy balance, man. But to your point, I think yeah, a lot of people when they stop playing, that's when you really get to see who they really are because they yeah. To your point, you gotta be on one at all times. All things football. You know what I'm saying? Like
all
you
things
don't
football.
yeah, you don't want to be making jokes that we just lost 30-3.
One guy
Like
one guy there's one guy that I played with named Spice Adams. You know Spice Adams?
mm,
You know who that
I don't
is?
think I know. I don't think I know who that is.
Yeah, so Spice Adams is he played football with me in San Francisco, but now he's gotten into comedy. He does a lot of these comedy skits on his Instagram and things of that nature. He actually had a commercial with Kevin Hart, Old Spice commercial. That
Okay,
was Yeah, look him up. He's pretty funny. That guy, I didn't know that he was gonna be as big as he is now when it comes to comedy, especially a guy leaving football and going into that space, but he's done really
right.
well for himself.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of guys haven't, and I think now with social media, I think it's easier to break in because you don't have to go in front of a live audience. I guess it's different forms of comedy now. So I think a lot of people, have that personality where they can, be themselves and get it out to the world. So I embrace it, man. Even like with T.I. doing comedy, I always be like, come on, man. I welcome you.
Yeah, no, that's dope.
Yeah.
T.I., speaking of T.I., he and 50 Cent got this big old thing going on right now, which is pretty
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I'm team Ti all day though.
Yeah, no, that's dope.
Yeah, and not even the comedy part. I just, what I'm saying. I just, I like the music.
Yeah, yeah, no, he's definitely a legend. He's definitely a legend. Not only is he a legend, but he's a good, wholesome, like, family man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I like everything that he kind of stands for. It's kind of like when I see him, I could see me. You know what I mean? Like I'm a little older now, and the stuff, 50 is 50. It's just that I don't resonate with that kind of stuff. And I can't see me still having beef with nobody at this age.
Yeah, at this age, and I mean, it's just it's
What are we
yeah.
talking about, bro? Like, what are we
Yeah,
doing?
it's crazy.
Like,
It's crazy. Especially to go from, like, you take a guy like T.I. who's walked the path, selling drugs, being on the streets,
right.
becoming a great artist, as we
Yeah.
know, and just making that transition, man, going from that and just being in this in the space that he's in right now is pretty phenomenal. It's very inspirational.
Yeah. I mean, I always respect artists that continue to grow. I always respect athletes that continue to grow and don't get stuck. You know what I'm saying? Like I respect people that grow, period. That don't just be stuck. You know what I'm saying? You look at certain like T.I., certain people just transition into like, all right, I'm older now. I know better. I'm doing different things. Some guys will just be stuck, man. Like they just like, come on, dude. You on Sky Rizzy. You got prostate issues and you still doing this kind of things. Like, come on, dog. Don't you got a prostate exam tomorrow? Like, we grown as hell. So I kind of like, whenever I see somebody not growing or not maturing, I can't really rock with it.
Yeah, yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Let me get this. I know you gotta get out of here. Let me get this going for you real quick. I got a rapid fire for you, Malik.
Yeah,
I'm gonna ask you these questions. Let's see how you respond, baby boy.
let's go.
Eddie Murphy or Martin Lawrence?
For what though? See what I'm saying? Like, you got to break it down for what? Like,
It could be
I'm going
anything.
Eddie, Eddie,
Let's just
Eddie,
think about the
Eddie.
overall picture of Martin Lawrence or Eddie Murphy.
Well, if you're going overall pictures,
And no,
Eddie,
what
it's
about
not even
all right,
close.
stand up.
Eddie, Eddie,
Move.
Eddie.
Oh, so you Eddie. Okay, you
It's
Eddie all day.
Eddie. But I love Martin. Martin was my inspiration who I kind of watched growing up though. But as I got into the business, got older, when you look at it, like you gotta give it to Eddie.
No, that's dope. So now let me ask you this question. So you mentioned that you would love when I asked you the question, you said you wouldn't mind starring in a movie with Kevin Hart. Now,
Yeah.
what if I say Mike Epps between Kevin Hart and Mike Epps? Is it still Kevin Hart?
It's still Kevin Hart, but I love Mike Epps, man.
Okay.
Mike is my guy. Funny. He's like Mike is like he's just naturally funny. You know what
No,
I'm
that's
saying?
dope. I
Mike
like
Mike
it.
don't even try. He don't even try. He's just a funny guy, dude. Like he's one of the funniest human beings I know, man.
No, he is
Yeah.
pretty funny. Would you rather star in an action movie or a comedy?
Comedy.
Coffee or energy drink? Which one would you prefer?
If I had to choose, I'm gonna go with coffee, but neither really. But if I had to choose, I'd go with coffee. Those energy drinks, man. I've never heard anything good about them.
You don't know what they put in it unless you use it. Now,
Man,
energy drink like goat fuel. I don't know if you heard of goat fuel, but has a lot of natural remedies in it, which was
okay.
created by Jerry Rice, the
Okay,
legendary.
well, I do anything that's natural, but a lot of other stuff just be like, what?
Yeah. You might want that goat fuel. All right. So
Yeah.
if you had 50 million, right, and can be a standout comedian, would you rather have 50 million be a standout comedian or 200 million and never tell a joke again in your life?
Ooh, 50 million. 200. 200. Oh, that 200, but now I ain't trying to mess the question up. Is it 200 before taxes or 50 before taxes? That
You paying
changes.
tax on both of them now. You hit that lottery. Somebody say you hit the lottery. You hit the lottery, Malik. You hit the lottery. Here's that 200 million.
So that 50 is really like 23.
Right.
Okay. That 200 is about 100. Well, but I can't do no more comedy. Yeah.
You done. Go sit over there. Go sit over there and watch your kids play basketball. No more comedy. Go to the grocery store. Go get your lettuce and your tomato. Go.
my kids gonna be mad because they're not gonna be as set for life. I'm gonna take the 50 and do comedy, but they still gonna be straight. But they're not gonna be like set forever. They gonna have to figure some things out. But they're gonna get a great start.
Now I'm going against that, Malik. I'm gonna take that 200, bro.
You gonna get that 200?
Yeah, I'm gonna make that too. I'm gonna go have me a couple more kids and let them do the stand up for me and just live vicariously through them. Forget that.
But see, in your field, if it was your field, I would take the 200 because you getting beat up and hurt. I ain't getting beat up and hurt. You know what I'm saying? I ain't waking up to your point. You got to wake up, train, can't eat this, can't eat that. I ain't doing none of that. So if it was football, yeah, give me the 200. I'll never be playing the league.
But you could take the 200 and just invest and just capitalize on monopolize your money. You know what I mean?
I could take the 23 and do the same. I just live a simpler life. You think about it. If I got 23, I buy my house. My house is paid off. I give them a forever home. I give my kids like 5 apiece. Put it somewhere. Let that flip. Like I say, they might still have to work. They don't have to work hard. They're going to be set up. You know what I'm saying? I only got 2 kids, so.
You know what? I respect that, Malik. I'm not going to argue against that anymore.
Yeah.
I told you what I wanted and what I would do, but we have different perspectives, and I respect that. I like your perspective. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. But now I appreciate you, man. I know you got to go. I had you on here long enough. I'm going to say, man, I appreciate you for coming on the next role.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. I
Let's
appreciate
do it again. Let's do it again, bro.
Man, nice to meet you.
And tell them, check out my special, man. It's on YouTube right now. It's called Laughing Voodoo. Malik S. Laughing Voodoo comedy special. Check it out right now. I guarantee you, man, it won't be a waste of your time. It was directed by Cedric the Entertainer, one of my influences. So, yeah, man, it's called Laughing Voodoo. Malik S. is on YouTube. Check it out.
Welcome to the next row.